Happy Vegan Grandad, Dan here. So guys, you may have seen a video released by Joey Carbstrong over the last week. I'm going to link it in the description down below, and I'm also going to put it up there. Recently, I had been doing a few exposes on local farms. Local pig farm down in Norwich, local dairy up in the north where I live, and the point was trying to expose this myth of locally produced animal products as being the perfect, humane, best welfare products that you can get. The cows in the green fields, the chickens and scratching around in the yards, the ethical slaughterhouse where they treat animals with respect, and all this other bullshit. Got a phone call off Joey and asked me to, if I'd accompany him down to a local slaughterhouse somewhere down the bottom of the country. So I agreed. Now the reason was Joey's only a two-man team. Well, one man and one lady team. Taz does the videoing, and Joey obviously does all the stuff in front of the camera. But he was a little bit worried about this one, as the guy who is the co-owner, the son of the owner of the slaughterhouse, looks a bit of a nutcase. And of course, it's always better to have more bodies there, but it's also better to have more cameras there, because what can happen is cameras or phones get taken away and you've lost any evidence, and then they can basically say what they want. And it's a very dangerous situation. Also, things can kick off. So it's always a good thing to have a little show of strength. Not a threatening show of strength, but just, don't attack us, don't do anything. We're here, we're legal what we're doing, we just want to chat. Whereas if you're on your own, or just like a couple of you, things can change for the worse. So it's always good to have a few people there. So I initially agreed to this, and we went down there, and it was in the middle of nowhere. It was completely isolated. You wouldn't even know it was there. You would drive past and you wouldn't even know it was there. So yeah, we went in there and we started filming. Here's a little bit of Joey's video.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. They have also had problems because they come here to work. It is purely and simply for your benefit as well. These are live animals.
That would hurt us.
Well, of course they would if you frighten them. The
Aren't
most
they-
important thing is that they are kept calm
Yeah.
and quiet, with no intrusion onto their lives, or minimum intrusion.
How many people are in there slaughtering? 2 or 3?
That is immaterial. But we have the required number of people here, all of whom are legally qualified.
Yeah, I understand.
You're entitled to your beliefs.
Yeah, of course.
On the other
Here's
hand,
video.
you have
So as you can see, the lady was open to talking to Joey. Joey was really calm, but unbeknownst to me, he already had footage from inside the place, which I didn't know. And I'm like, are you going to get the footage inside? They won't let you in. And he's like, don't you worry. I'm like, wow, So the footage had already been taken. So it was just a case of seeing if the owners would be truthful about what goes on inside there. And would they let him go inside and film? Would they? So you're going to have to watch the full video to find out what happened there. One incident that I did have there was this one.
That's fine, you can type it to your opinion, but do not imply that the animal has in some way given you permission or information.
Can I help you, mate? Hello? Can I help? Can I help?
Nope.
No? Mother! Mother! Ring the police.
So, as you saw there, he tried the stance, the big shoulders, the loud voice, the booming voice, but I didn't move. I didn't move. And as long as you've got a camera on someone, 9 times out of 10, they've got to behave. They've got to behave. And this is where 2 cameras come in handy. Because then when another camera's pointing that way, you know, there's more evidence there. So he tried the scare tactics, but you know what I mean. I've grown up in Oldham. I know the score. I've seen people like him all my life. Don't bother me. So I just stood my ground, just ignored him. When he asked me if I needed any help, just said nope. And then his only option was, you phone the police, you know. But yeah, the footage from inside is a hard watch, and it does prove that no slaughterhouse is any better than the other. There's no difference between these places. Just because it's local, or just because it's a smaller slaughterhouse, don't make it any better. As you can see, it's just as bad, if not worse. There's nobody overseeing, you know. There's nobody. The guy doing the abuse is in charge, which is the scary thing. The guy in charge is giving the abuse. No respect to the animals, you know. So, yeah, it was an interesting day out. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think these are really, really good ways of showing to people who seem to think that locally bred, locally sourced meat, locally farmed, locally killed animals is better somehow. It's somehow better, somehow more ethical, somehow more moral. And it's not. It's not. So please, if you haven't seen it already, it's a bit of a tough watch, but go over to Joey's channel and have a look through that video. But yeah, more of this needs to be done. The more evidence we can collect, the more we can show people. And all these people that come up and say, no, it's different at these places, different, we can say, look, there it is. Case closed. Guilty as charged. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Save the animals, save the planet, save yourself. Go vegan.